purchased this tree from an online nursery. It arrived in good condition and was well packed in this box. It was shipped as a bare root tree in dormant condition. The roots were packed in sawdust that was still moist when it arrived. The tree was standing about 43 inches tall with a tree trunk diameter of about 5/8 of an inch thick. The root system appeared to be in good condition and well developed. Other than the grafted branches, it did not have very many side branches. I intend to plant this tree here in this box, planter box area, along with 2 other peach trees. This whole section here is my high density 3-in-1-hole planting area. This photo was taken when I was prepping this area for planting. Since taking this photo, I've planted several trees in these boxes. The top planter box has 2 apricots and 1 apium. The middle planter has 2 nectarine and 1 nectarplum. The first box here is where my peach trees will go, including the 4-on-1 peach tree. If you search my channel, Zone 10A Backyard Orchard, you will find videos on how I prep this area and the planting of all these trees here. Before planting, I soaked the root ball in water overnight. The following day, I washed off all the sawdust. After washing off the sawdust, I was able to get a better look at the root system. The roots look good, but there were a couple of broken roots which I trimmed off. When I ordered this tree, it was advertised as a 3-on-1 peach tree. As you can see, it actually came as a 4-on-1. The rootstock is listed as Nemagard peach rootstock. The tag lists this rootstock as vigorous, capable of reaching heights between 15 to 25 feet if left unpruned, and it is resistant to root knot nematode. This graft here is the May Pride peach variety. It's listed as a semi-freestone that is very early ripening with a low chill requirement of around 150 to 200 hours. As you can see, the graft appears to have taken well. This graft is the Desert Gold Peach. It's also listed as a very early ripening peach. This one is listed as a yellow clingstone and is supposed to be a heavy bearer. The chill hour requirement is listed as 200 or less. It too has what looks like a strong, healthy looking graft. This graft is the Flordaprince peach variety, another semi-freestone that is listed as ripening in early May for warm climates. It has a chill requirement of about 150 hours. This last graph is the Eva's Pride Peach. It has a low chill requirement of 100 to 200 hours. It's listed as a medium to large sized yellow freestone peach. The graphs all appear to have taken well. As you can see, the Eva's Pride, which is grafted at the very top and furthest away from the root ball, has the smallest diameter of all the grafts. It's most likely going to be the weakest graft of all of them, but still it looks healthy and it should do well. After inspecting the root system and all the grafts, I prepared the tree for planting by sprinkling some mycorrhiza on the root system. I then dug a hole in the planter box. I also sprinkled some mycorrhiza in the hole. I then placed the tree in the hole and backfilled with dirt. As I already mentioned, this area was previously prepared for planting. The native soil in this area was extremely poor draining. I had to do extensive work in order to prep for planting. When I backfilled the hole, I made sure to leave the crown of the root ball exposed. I then covered the exposed crown with pumice. The two trees you see in the back are peach trees that I had previously planted. All these trees are planted at about 18 inches apart. After adding the pumice, I spread a little worm castings on top of the planter box area, then added some packing paper on top of that. I then added a layer of cardboard on top. Before adding the cardboard, I made sure to strip off any non-biodegradable tape and took care not to include cardboard with colors. I then added some cedar wood chips on top of the cardboard. I placed the wood chips around the pumice and kept them away from the tree trunk as best I could. Please try to ignore all the mess in the background. I still have a lot of other trees to plant, so I'll have to come back and prune these trees at a later date. As you can see, this branch on this Babcock white peach tree will have to be cut. It's growing right into the center towards the 4-on-1 tree. I think this 4-on-1 tree, as well as the others, the Babcock White that is on the back right and the Santa Barbara on the back left, will all do well in this area. This area gets over 6 hours of sunlight. It gets full morning sun and a little afternoon, but it should do well. Since they are planted close together, they will require regular pruning in order to keep them at the desired height and shape. The 4-on-1 tree will require special pruning. As you can see here, these two grafts on the right are clearly more dominant. These two on the opposite side are much smaller in diameter. The Eva's Pride on the left is clearly the smallest. I'll have to make sure to allow the two smaller grafts to grow out and cut back the more aggressive ones in order to keep this tree as even as possible. From the research I've done, they say that one of the main reasons a graft may fail on a multi-grafted tree is due to the fact that the weaker or smaller graft is outgrown by more aggressive grafts. So the key is to try to keep them as even as possible. I'll post a separate video as soon as I start to prune them. Well, as you can see, I have a ton of work to do in my backyard. I still have a lot of planning to do in this area. I'll keep you posted on the progress of the 4-on-1 peach tree, as well as all the other planting projects I have going on in my backyard orchard. Don't forget to click on the links below to see other videos I've posted. I'll be uploading videos on a regular basis and keep you updated on my backyard orchard. Please hit the subscribe button below and don't forget to click on the bell so you can get alerts as soon as I upload new videos. Thank you for watching.